place was so much engaged today. So that was why the team leader advised that we should come here to have this meeting. So I think before we commence, let us know ourselves. So starting from me, I'm Mr. Gbb, Federal Director of Cooperatives. By my left,
Mr. Bunda Matthew, Director of Cooperative Organizations and Programs.
Okay.
Reverend Dr. Bartolomeo Akwachan is my name, the CEO, Volunteers Refuge Foundation Worldwide.
Welcome. Thank you, sir.
My name is Rex Emmanuel Andaka. I'm the National Coordinator of the Federal Government Idea Lab Program. Thank you.
I'm Sunday Latepo, CEO of Danani Package Ventures.
I'm Willie Marokono, Federal Department of Cooperative Education and Training Division.
I'm Adajo John, Principal Rector of Cooperative Organization and Programs.
Kwaro Emmanuel is my name. Idea Lab.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mrs. Agnes Aquaro, a member of Idea Lab Consultants.
Welcome, consultant.
Thank you, sir.
I am Rashida Tunure Nisani, the National President, Women Empowerment, Rush Women Empowerment and Initiative.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Engineer Brian Moses Sigoche, the voice of the voiceless and the speaker of the ordinary beneficiary in Nigeria, standing for grassroots brave leaders.
Welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Benjamin Aduli. I'm the Chief Vision Officer of Mechanized Agricultural Investments and Services Limited. I'm also the founding president of Mice Trade Multipurpose Corporate Society Limited.
My name is Olani Yola. I am the Secretary of Mice Trade Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited. I also double as the Deputy Managing Director of Mechanized Agricultural Investment and Services Limited.
Welcome.
I'm Engineer Dalla Zacharias Lukan, the staff of Federal Department of
Okay.
I am Patricia Dara, the staff of Federal Department of Corporate.
Okay. So once again, you are welcome to the Federal Department of Cooperatives. Yes, the department is responsible for the registration and supervision of national cooperative societies in Nigeria. We provide arbitration services. We also conduct audit of cooperatives in some cases. When there is a dispute, the director can take over and order for an inquiry and complete audit of the society. We also, based on the reasons available, we can cancel registration of the society. We also provide other services that concern cooperatives in Nigeria. We have a statutory duty of overseeing the affairs of cooperatives in Nigeria. We carry out services in collaboration with state departments of cooperatives, who also has the statutory function of registering societies at their own level, particularly the primary societies, which are at the state, at the local government level, the unions, and the state federations. So this is our function, and we are doing this for many years back. We are complete in charge of all cooperative affairs in the country. so far, we have registered farmer cooperatives who are into the production, processing, and marketing of different agricultural commodities. We also have national apex of farm mechanization cooperatives. We also register national fisheries cooperative societies. We also have women cooperative societies that are at the apex level. So this and many more, including housing, transport cooperatives, and so on. So this is what we are doing. And across the country, we have over 19 to 21 million registered cooperatives. So it is these cooperatives that we are trying to promote in order to scale up their different services, which will promote or is promoting the income base of these cooperative members, as well as providing employment and ensuring food security for Nigeria. So this is what we are doing, and as I said earlier, we are doing this in collaboration with the state directors of cooperatives. At the national level here, we are only limited to registration of national societies who have their affiliate members at the state level. So this is so far what we are doing in this society, in this department. We also facilitate and promote linkages between governments, international partners, and other service providers with cooperative societies so that they can benefit immensely from their services, which include credit access, farm input supply, training, and other aspects that will promote the development of cooperative in Nigeria. So this is, in a nutshell, what we are doing right now. And also at the state level, we are also on the same page in promoting the development of cooperative in Nigeria. So on this note, I welcome you once again, and I will give you time to respond, and let me hear what you people are here for, and then we can now respond appropriately. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you so much. Before our vision man will speak, I would like to throw small light and cap on what you have said, that today I am happy that I am before the Honorable Cooperative House, because part of the things we do is to ensure that cooperatives get to the root of all the states of our nation. And by the grace of God today, with the affiliate partners we have cooperatives in the 36 states, 774 local governments, people registered, doing their monthly due, and are ready to go into farming. So this afternoon, we are going to be discussing our inputs and what we have brought on board to foot the 200 million peasant farmers and remove them from poverty through the government affiliates. So I will allow my vision man to speak before others will go ahead. Thank you very much. Over to you, sir.
Once again, good afternoon. Again, my name is Benjamin Aduli. This is the 7th time I've been in this room. This is the 7th time I've been in this room. But it's the first one I'm meeting you. The director before you, I met him. The one before that one, I met him. The one before that one, I met him. Okay. If you check your record, my documents are there. I've been coming here since 2011. We did a proposal in 2011 to set up what we call a federation of federations. If you have a history here, you will know Mr. John, the Kogi man, the one that died. The man who set up NACO.
Yes. What is his name again?
Sani John Sani. He was the first person who brought me here.
Yes.
When I was one of those who begged him, say, leave that money, let it go, let us start afresh. Unfortunately for us, after the matter was resolved, Yaradua died. The entire NACO initiative was hanging. So I have a good understanding of what it is. What we have set out to do was, how do you take an average subsistence farmer who is farming to feed to a mechanized and commercialized farmer who is farming to sell? After he has sold, anytime he's hungry, he can put time in the pocket and take money and go and buy food in the market. That's the whole concept of it. It has not changed. So our focus is these 21 million farmers you mentioned. How do you get them from becoming a subsistence farmer to a mechanized farmer, to a commercial farmer who is farming to sell, farming to people. So our objective, therefore, was organize the farmers into clusters. Having the young farmer probably farming 2 hectares of farmland. So we set out to organize them into clusters, small clusters. Today, we have over 3 million farmers in our database. We are present in the entire country. We are working with partners, including mechanization partners, input supply partners, commodity exchanges, community boards, export agencies, and most importantly, investment partners who provide us with capital. The last couple of weeks, we have secured a total of $2 billion in investment dedicated for agriculture. Who are we looking for? Smallholder farmer, an average of 2 hectares of land. Organize them into clusters, working with these groups to provide them with basically 3 things. One is access to capital. For every farmer on our network, we provide a total of 5 million naira long-term, patient, cheap capital. I repeat, long-term, patient, cheap capital. Our capital comes to the farmers at 9% interest a year. An average tenure is 5 years, with up to 2 to 3 years moratorium, extendable for another 5 years. So cumulatively, we can provide a 10-year capital with 3 years moratorium. We provide them with farm inputs, mechanization, irrigation, pesticides, transportation, rural transportation, and of taking what they grow at the farm gate at the market price. So when our farmers farm, we are presently doing dry season rice farming. which we are starting from later part of this month, in 12 states. Each of these 12 states will be, no, 10 states. Each of these 10 states will be doing a pilot of 10,000 farmers. That's a total of 100,000 farmers, farming an average of 2 hectares of land, which is over 200,000 hectares of land. This is going to happen in Benue State, Kogi State, Kwara State, Edo State, Rivers State, Kaduna State, Kebbi State, Nasarawa State, Abuja, Ekiti State, and Delta State. Our model, we don't buy land. Our cooperative partners own the land either via a lease or family owned. We provide them with everything to farm on the land, and we harvest everything that they farm, or we buy everything that they farm at the market price at the time of harvest. Our policy is we eat what we farm and farm what we eat. We presently have approval from the Securities and Exchange Commission for 14 crops to farm in 2014. These include paddy rice, dry ginger, fresh ginger, cocoa, yellow maize, white maize, and this is the exciting one for me. Palm kernel shell. We are presently farming palm kernel shell. We also farm pepper. All of these we have confirmed off-take market for, which means we buy everything that we farm if you are within our cooperative federation. We've already flagged off in Enugu. Our next couple of days we will flag off in Oyo State, in Kogi State, in Benue State, Kwara State, and in Abuja/Nasarawa State. Then Kaduna, Gbb, Katsina, and Adamawa. These are states where doing rice, dry season farming for paddy rice in 2023, which is December or January last February. Our target launch date is first week of March 2024 when we will launch this, hopefully at the International Conference Center. That's when we convey everything we're doing. All our partners, local partner and international partner, will be present in Nigeria when we launch these officially. Thank you very much. Any other comment?
Okay, please, I'm in a meeting. Just give me, I'll call you back.
Okay, I thought there are other cooperative units here apart from.
Yeah, but sorry, let me just add some more. I think they will talk. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we just needed to throw some few light to what we're talking about there. First and foremost, is Idea Lab that wrote to the ministry that we have conveyed here. So Idea Lab is actually an initiative of the federal government through the International Finance Corporation. So through that program, through that program, we were actually drafted in by the federal government through the Bank of Industry. The idea there is just like they were introducing, we personally have an organization called PIP ICT Enterprise Business Clinic. So this platform is an IT business development service provider. What we do is that, like in today's world, businesses have to be technology enabled. So when to a business to be technology enabled means a business has to have a website or an app to operate. And then at the basic, you could have a social media handle or an email. So at that level, you say your business is technology enabled. So now we will be training people, basically businesses, adapted to this. So with the federal government, and then of course, we also do access to finance, just like the last speaker spoke. We look for investors while we train businesses and say, okay, we started with federal government through some of the programs that the federal government have been promoting. One of them is the Youth Enterprise Innovation in Nigeria. It's a grant platform. We provide grants up to 10 million naira to businesses after undergoing training. And then we have the market money, trader money, that's government enterprise and empowerment program. Then it was with the Bank of Industry, now it's a Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. And a lot of other programs, some of them have been directly through the through the central bank, like the Alpha Borers program, just similar to what he has said. Now, since the government have been providing these funds, sometimes government will say they don't have money. So when government says they don't have money, that means what we, the ordinary Nigerians do, what will the cooperatives do if our government says they don't have money? So government says let's think out of the box, because we will not always rely on government funding to sustain the economy. So partly was where, of course, I was not part of the system that was developed, but I've been part of the system at some other point. So of course, thinking out of the box said, okay, the World Bank is here. The World Bank can actually provide funding. So, but now a department of the World Bank, like you rightly said, the International Finance Corporation, there is dedicated to private financing, private equity, where the World Bank rallies governments of different nations, say, okay, through bilateral agreements, provide funding for different sectors of the economy, but let it not be government to government. Government to government broker the deals, but the end beneficiaries are ordinary citizens, so it's like SMEs through that platform. So of course, now through the contexts, we also provided our ideas and we said, we could provide a platform where we call it aggregation, where we cluster cooperatives and all that, and then government can intervene through that platform. So our proposal was seen as the best in the country out of 1,400 applications. So we handed over this platform called Idea Lab to manage on behalf of the federal government. So this is just this meeting as a National Assembly would have been our first official meeting. We would have done a stakeholders engagement, but we've been doing it at some small levels where we're doing engagements with different ministries or departments at one-on-one level. So, like I said, we just mentioned government to government and then private sector investors. So what they told us now there is that at this platform, which we already now have investors. So what the World Bank is now doing is that even at Security and Exchange Commissions of different nations, because there, investors are there. So what they're like the name is, wherever we have ideas, we cannot be coordinating these ideas and bringing to that platform through the World Bank, International Finance Corporation. So the World Bank will be able to see the ideas that are coming from the organized sector, like in this case, the cooperative system, where funds will now be channeled to invest, to be invested, just like the last speaker spoke. So those kind of funds will channel through the cooperative network. So now,
as loan, support, or grant?
Yes, they are coming in different ways. Yes, we now, on this platform now, we have grants, we have loans, we have scholarship, and any kind of aid. So it cut across any industry. Yeah, so it does not limit to agriculture or anyone. But of course, in every business, there's people who promote particular business. Like me, personally, I have my own interest. As in, like, I'm also biased to agriculture because I'm from Benue. Typically, all the people around my immediate community are farmers, so I have a bias to agriculture. But then the funds doesn't limit in that. However, on the Idea Lab platform, like in every week, we have like 3 times in the week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that they send us information about funding opportunities. So as it stands now, we will have over 1,000 funding opportunities, but some of them come with timeline. So we now actually had sought that we have audience and then this expanded meeting we wanted to do, because we actually have challenges, but then the later we wrote here, there are some solutions that have been already created through this platform. Like this platform, they gave us a platform called Rex Agent. That platform is developed by Accelerate X Network. So on the Rex Agent, some of the, like we talked about technology, because most of the aggregation platform we've been talking is either the system is not well planned. So now Rex Agent partnered with Central Bank and I received a license, and this license is now one of the most robust license any platform has in Nigeria. Number one, on Rex Agent, all the commercial banks have come together on one platform. What that means is that, naturally, cooperatives are not recognized by the central bank. Why? Because central bank doesn't regulate cooperatives. I hope you understand that. Central bank only regulates banks by the license.
Which is a good news, right?
Yes, by the license.
That's a good news. I don't regulate cooperatives.
Yes. But there's a solution. That's just what we're trying to say. So based on the license, because regulation is only banks that central bank regulates. So but we are driving at intervention funding. Yeah. So but when government wants to provide intervention, most of these interventions are targeted to cooperatives. So the issue of cooperatives having accounts to open becomes an issue. And then when you now look at the rural farmers, for instance, where there are no banks, and then whether government or any kind of intervention is going to go round as wide as this one, there's a challenge. But with Rex Agent now, if this one now, the summary is that at this level now, every cooperative can own a bank by Rex Agent. I hope we understand.
Can own a bank. Is a bank.
Yes, can own a bank.
Is a bank.
Can be a licensed bank. Every cooperative can be a licensed bank on Rex Agent. So on this license now, if let's say a Rex Agent platform, and then a cooperative takes this platform, either at a level of cooperative or as an individual. If you want to open accounts with Sterling Bank, it is on one platform. Zenith Bank, Wema Bank, all of them just on one platform. So that solves the problem, we call it financial inclusion. So that solves the problem of banks reaching out to these communities. Because even without the POS, the app can solve and do that. And the app is free of charge to download. So that solves that. Then number two, now there's an issue called aggregation, because for investors who need either farmers or different cooperatives, already cooperative as a cluster model. So for them to come together and recognize the secret. So this platform already gives the aggregation platform, and then it provides the technology in such a way that if, let's say, cooperative Gbb, as a case study, wants to work with the CBN as a cooperative and needs a license. So on Rex Agent, you can actually, because that Rex Agent is just like one man, but then they can give you an aggregator platform, and then you are now working directly with the central bank, and then you can cover communities, you can cover states, and you can expand as much as. And then as you are doing, of course, you're supposed to have multiple agents, and everything you have, they create a dashboard for you, so that, because all these things, there's payment, there are rewards. So you are also seeing the whole work, like now, this investor brings money, and then there are different people that are in the States working for you. So when you open your dashboard, you see every of your agents, everybody working for you, the beneficiaries, you see them on just one slide on that platform. So CBN and the partners saw that this is just a viable tool for cooperative to key in. So we are also promoting that. That's part of this data report. And then in addition, bank verification number is also a key. And of course, national identification number in terms of data collection. And the same problem, either they don't have account, they don't have business and license. So but on this platform, you can actually generate bank verification numbers. So cooperatives are simply partner with us. So wherever they want to take generate bank verification number for farmers or any level of cooperative. There's a solution for that, including NIM and all that. So now, the information will not just pass. Of course, for cooperatives, apart from this investor that we spoke of, the federal government has created this platform. So investors will be coming consistently. And as we speak now, we also have created internet channels that we have a lot of fundings that already the central bank and now the federal government have created the electronic channels that we can now deploy. Like we have the FGN Alert, Federal Government of Nigeria Alert program managed by Wema Bank. We are still in charge of it. So at the end of this meeting, that was why we couldn't hold the meeting in the National Assembly, and then we spoke something and said, let's just continue this meeting with you, because at the end of the day, all we needed to do is avail you these electronic channels, and then everybody will start benefiting in no distance time. So we have, these are the examples I'm giving. We have FGN Alert, we have Gbb 2.0. Gbb stands for Government Enterprise and Empowerment Program. So this one can be managed, it's managed by all the banks, but it's under the Ministry of Economic Affairs, but we're still in charge. Then there are other, the FGN grant portal is now open, loan portal is open, 8. And so a lot that are available on our platform that all we needed is just this cooperation and then sensitization for the cooperatives. So we would partner with the department and look at, because over time, actually, prior to Idea, we've actually been doing a lot, and most of us here formed a synergy and we've been working together even before the Idea programs. So most of them that are here, they actually have their own cooperatives, either NGO, as the case may be, and most of them have vast cooperatives, either in 6 states. And on the Idea program as well, this is the vision of that through technology, these businesses like they are represented here and those that are not represented here, that Nigeria should become a net exporter of talent, which is skilled labor, technology, which, like we talk about Rex and as a case, we should have Nigerians develop technology in such a way that all over the world, just like Facebook, people should have Nigerian technologies on their phones. So we're exporting technology, we're exporting entertainment. That's why the funding is coming in. Then they're exporting agricultural products as well. So we believe that we're in the right place. And that is just the, and of course, my elder here, he really wants to say something because he has a touch of class when we speak. So please, may have said so much. You can add to what we discussed.
Good afternoon, everybody. Are we in the noon period?
Yes.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. I wouldn't have much to say. They have said it all. And we have come to synergize with the people that are an eye of the federal government so that we will see how we can march forward and work in synergy with the policy of the federal government of Nigeria to drive about 50 million Nigerians out of poverty. Thank you so much.
Okay, the floor is open. From the discussion about the DLR, I'd like to mention about another business within the group, which we call Mobile. We will find out a couple of years ago that you really can't be a 21st century farmer without technology. So we have partnered with several companies. One of the things we are launching in the first week of March 2024 is a farmer's phone. The farmer's phone is a fully digital Android phone that we give to our farmers free of charge. It comes loaded with everything a farmer needs. One of the apps that will be on the phone is geotag phone, a geotag app. Now, when you put on our phone and work in your farm, automatically our phone geotags your farm. Upload that onto our central portal and lock it up to your room. He cannot come tomorrow and claim again that that farm belongs to him on our system. It's not possible. Number one. Number two, our system, we do the soil testing of the farm remotely without any sample of the soil. And give us the property of your land and tell us that this land lacks N, has P, and does not have K. We have that record. So that when as a input supplier, you want to bring fertilizer, you bring a fertilizer that has B or does not need to have K and Q. Because K and Q is already on the land, you don't need to add it. All right. Now, that is one. It will also give us an indices of what can be planted and what should not be planted in this land because of the content of the soil. All of that done remotely. When we finish, we will now generate for you what we call your agronomy map for that land, which is what should be planted, when it should be planted, and when it should not be planted. We will now give you a 28-day forecast of when there will be sun, when there will be rain, when there will be moon. Oh my God. All of this without visiting the farm remotely. Now, with that, we then went to Leadway Insurance and say, okay, Leadway, if we give you this information, can you give us what is called an area yield insurance? I said, sure, yes. Now, Leadway Insurance is our area yield insurance partner. What does that mean? It means that even before you plant rice in this land, Leadway will ensure that this land will produce 5 tons of paddy per farming season, guaranteed. And we said, are you serious? He said, yes. As long as you pay the premium, it means therefore that if this land does not produce 5 tons of paddy in that season and produce 4, Leadway will write the check for a balance of 1 ton for you. So, Leadway agronomists therefore become part of the agronomists who will support that farm. On the day of harvest, our own harvest manager is there, Leadway man is there, the cooperative man is there. As you are harvesting in the farm, everybody is what? Is taking a call. So that you do not harvest 6 tons in that farm and come back and say, oh, in another 4.2 harvest, so that you collect more money. No, it's not possible. On the harvest day, all of us are there. As they are weighing it, all of us are taking the call. The way that you are using on that system has a copy of my office in Lagos. As you are weighing the thing, it's written 10.2 kg. It's recording on the Android phone. It is written in my office in Lagos. There's no need for you to lie. As you are weighing it, Leadway is seeing the scale. I am seeing the scale. Everybody is seeing the scale. As you are loading into the truck, you are burying your payment slip through what is called a warehouse receipt. 24 hours, bam, alert has hit your account. No question asked. So we are guaranteeing yield for each of the crops that we are growing on that land. It's only possible because of technology. So for that to work, we then invested in our own farmers GSM network to ensure that there is service in every village that we are farming. Because if there's no service, it will not work. You know that for those of you who come from village like me, Once you leave Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, service signal, we will do what? We'll be going down. If you're in south, it will be 4 bar. As you are going down, you're going down to 3 bar. If you're going down. In our own network, the 4 bar start from the village. Because our own base station are strategically located in our farm estates. Connected to satellites. The other point is this. If our farmers begin to farm and begin to make money, and you do not bring amenities of life for them in the village, what will happen is that they will leave village and come to city and abandon the farm. So we do rural mass housing to our farmers. I will share with you the housing. The kind of housing we build it with the bricks, which has natural air condition. It does not require AC to regulate the heat. Internet is there. DSTV is there. Fresh food, the one they harvest on the bush is there. Why would they people that come to Abuja to do what? They don't have a business there. So it is a comprehensive program, therefore, that we have put together to ensure that when we say we are moving Nigeria from multi-dimensional poverty to multi-dimensional wealth, we are serious. And the key are 2 things: agriculture and digital technology. When those 2 meet, 100 million Nigerians can be moved from poverty to wealth. We will drive it from this year. We will give you your own tablet, like this one also. All this I'm telling you, you will be seeing them from your office here. You don't need to be coming for influencer in the village. All the records, you will be seeing them live per second, ting-tom. That is how it is. We are saying, therefore, Nigeria cannot only feed Nigeria. Nigeria can feed Africa. If we put our land to good use and put our hungry, jobless boys to good use and put our hungry, jobless girls to good use, these 200 million multi-dimensional poor people can become 200 million multi-dimensional wealthy people.
To cap to what he said, there is something I want to chip in quickly based on the instruction of the president that about retired directors in most of the ministries and in the private sectors, that from the record in the past 10 years, most directors retired and could not go back home. And it is a very big problem and worrisome for somebody to have served the nation for 35 years and still have no room in his house, nothing to cover his life. Of course, we know it's difficult to achieve such results, but based on this synergy and information, we're able to come up with a plan that 2-3 years before the directors retire, through this synergy, we can have the data of the about retired director and begin to introduce them to milestones in farming, which means you can be in Abuja as a director and own a farm in Benue State and can be monitored remotely, set up in Tamapa, where you have every record from the days of planting to harvest. And we have started the sensitization, and I also see that with this office that we are, we should be able to link up to all our directors, preparing them for retirement. I work for Brekete family, and I have seen what our senior citizens are going through after retirement. Sometimes on my own private time, I say, I thank God that my father is no longer alive, because he served the government. He would have been in this mess. Because most of them were not given the opportunity during the services to even have time to plan themselves. one transfer from one place to another. I know as you are being transferred, the situation is changing, the ethnic is changing, the understanding is different, and you're returning back home when you have no relationship with your people. But if you have a family relationship that empower the old widow, empower the young youth, and keeping them informed with yourself, I think you want to retire home safely and enjoy yourself. So this program, this training for about retirement, we would like to commence it with the synergy of this organization. And also bringing all cooperative registers. I've been in the cooperative sector for past some years, and I discovered that most of the cooperative registered is for palliatives. They are not for the purpose of cooperative. When a cooperative is registered, there is no membership fee, there is no cooperative monthly due, there is no contribution. Then how do you manage the cooperative? Good question. This has affected us massively. I went to FCDA to check the numbers of cooperative registered before the last government. There were over 4.something million cooperatives. As we speak, active one is less than 1 million. Now we have set up a system that the cooperative partner with this cooperative, and we run the system remotely because the government will not want to put this fund in the government account. So we have to force them, get them ready, get them trained, get them sensitized, and without the government working with us in partnership, we cannot achieve this. So we are using this office, and in this now that is your time, that retirement will become something of joy. There's no need to adjust your age. Many of us will rise to adjust their years of retirement because there's something to offer. And right now, there is no need, too much English, too much people at the government houses. Tell them to use the office, they'll tell you, no, but somebody wants to retire and go back to farm because there's something to offer. So I want to assure you that this synergy is not just a synergy to speak English. It's a synergy to go into action. As we are going with a retirement father and mother, the aged senior citizens, we also have a platform that trains the youth into high-level skill, human capital development, focusing on the middle-aged men and women. We have equipment ready available in the country, worth 30-something million naira, to start and kickstart the training for youth empowerment. I was with the senior special advisor to the president last night, and all the blueprints of the president is to see how youth can be brought into politics, youth can be introduced to family, youth can understand the risk of being in opposition. If we cannot sensitize ourselves to work together with one common goal, we cannot achieve anything. So this synergy, I am seeing it as a synergy that will bring a change, a total change to the system if well managed and right in the right direction. And I believe it can happen with these elders I'm seeing here. Thank you very much. We have a lot to offer. If we say we should begin to unveil it, maybe it will not finish today. We have the most laudable media that this, your unit, does not need to go to any media room. You sit in this office, we bring your life. You address the whole world. As we are talking, it's live. Everybody is watching us all over the world. And we want to work with you in honesty to ensure that Nigerians youth will be happy to go into farming. Thank you very much.
I think a lot has been said. We had the success stories from our brother. We also heard from the Idea Lab person. So now, how do we have that collaboration with Idea Lab and other partners here so that our cooperatives out there can be able to, first of all, understand this concept and then how they can key in and benefit. I think these are the questions which I have asked. Do we have maybe a timetable, a synergy that can foster this relationship which will promote the economic and the social well-being of our 19 to 21 million cooperatives. So how do we, what is the approach, best approach to achieve this concept with our cooperatives who are, I believe, not too familiar or completely unfamiliar with this concept that the Idea Lab has of promoting, access to finance, input supply, and other benefits with international and other NGOs. This is what I have to say.
Wait. Just hold on. It's a nice question. Don't worry. Let me manage for you.
One by one.
So you will cap on it because I'm enjoying that. The mission for this meeting is to profile indigenous solutions. There is no success, there is no progress without extended meeting and extended ESCO. I am of the opinion that after this meeting, we are still going to have an extended meeting with members and organizational party of the cooperative that are registered under you, through your own channel of reaching out to them and the public media with our in-house media, and have a forum where it becomes necessary for all cooperatives to know their rights in this very formation that is in your own time. So you still have the upper hand, the knowledge, and the power to call for this kind of understanding and membership. Please, if you have more, you can add to that.
I just wanted to add, because the central bank gave us a mandate and everything is boiled down to sensitization. So sensitization is just organizing meetings and capacity building.
That is an activity.
Yes. So the activities we are going to, that's partly why we even also went to the National Assembly today. So now, the National Assembly, we were only thinking, but of course, this is one of the most right channels, because the cooperative is an organization that whatever the cooperative does, it's not like that's the direction of government.
Yes.
Because apart from the fact that in every government office there is a cooperative, if you want to see development in every institution or community, there must be a cooperative that makes it work. So the cooperatives there could either be registered or not registered, but they're doing the same activity to bring people together to progress. So of course, sensitization is just the key of that. So in this sensitization, two things are going to happen. One, we could have since we are trying to reach the cooperative as our first target group, we could have you give us an office within the complex here where we could be running sensitization workshops. And as we do that, we are going to now link the media channels so that, like here is the national office, and then we will now inform the states that when we are going to be having certain workshops, because we, like some of us, may not be able to physically go to certain locations, but they can link on the media channels. So when we do that, so at the end of the day, with the Rex agent and other platforms, that they need to sign up so that finance can also flow, because sensitization can flow through the media, and then through those channels, we can actually achieve a lot. Because at the end of the day, finance, access to finance and the rest is the main goal, but sensitization is the key thing. Because apart from sensitization, for instance, now you want to do a workshop on farm inputs. There are other farm inputs that people need to know how they apply them and some of those things. So we could be stationing workshops here, but then with a mandate that while we are doing that, there's a channel that wherever they are, they can connect. So that's my own input to that. It's good.
In addition, every problem and challenge is an opportunity. One of our partners is called New Wave Ecosystems Limited, and they built a new purpose app called Connect. This platform is designed just like you have your Zoom in your phone. This is Connect platform is like Zoom, but better than Zoom. Built by a Nigerian company, endorsed by NIFDA. With that, every farming activity in any farm can be broadcast live to everybody, provided you have this. Every workshop, no matter how remote, can be broadcasted what? Live. So, when we are doing our farming in the village, sir, you here in this office can be seeing the farming live. You don't need to come to village to see it. When we are loading the truck with the produce, you will be seeing it live. When you are offloading in the market, you will be seeing it live. Real time. All you need is just what? A phone. And the phone, I'm telling you so, we do not sell it. We give it out FOC, without any government subsidy. We don't need federal government subsidy to. It is designed from the one as a free phone. Everything I'm telling you has been designed, built, and ready. By the grace of God, I will give you one of those phones free of charge. You don't have to do it. Thank you, now, so all they need is just make sure the phone is what? Is charged. Because we know that that is also a problem, we now came up with a solar package like this that works with the sun. Just put it on the roof of your, even if it's a dark house, you will have light in that house 24/7. Okay. All of this I'm talking to you now is not what we are planning to do in 2027. These are deals that are already on ground, will be live in 2024. And come first week of March 2024, everything I've told you here today will be demonstrated live. National Conference Center in Abuja. The president will see farmers live farming in Benin Kebbi, in our mama in Imo State, in Otukpo, in my village in Delta State.
Why do you call it?
Because you are from there. You will see live demonstration of these technologies. So all we need from you, therefore, is just bring this your farmer database of 21 million cooperatives and onboard them onto our platform. Leave the rest for us, just regulate us. Leave the rest for us, just regulate us, and we will empower them. Thank you very much.
I want to ask a question, but let me allow my staff, if you have anything to add, or ask questions or to comment or whatever. Okay.
I'm so impressed with the presentation that I made. The only area I'm having problem is the area of security for our farms.
That's the least of our problem. Not like
That's the major problem I have. Then the other one is what we can work on, the issue of record keeping for our cooperatives.
Okay. Two problems, again, two solutions. Security for the farms. We have developed what we call private agro rangers. Yes. To guide our farms. We went to one government agency. Because we are the public domain, I will mention their name. We discussed with them that we would employ our own agro rangers and put them under your payroll. We'll be the one paying the money, but you'll be the one paying them. But assign that agro ranger to our farm, to guide our farm. The gun that they will be using to secure our farm, we will report it in your name. Train them on how to use the gun. And then give them a special security phone. Once there is any signal anywhere around here, just press one button on the phone. Don't make a call. As you press it, from the command center, 15 minutes our drones have arrived. 15 minutes our drones are unmanned. There is no human inside. So if you like, shoot it. There's nobody to die. But you know what the drone does? The drone will take a picture of all the area. You cannot hide from the drone because the drone is heat sensor. So even if you hide under that tree itself, the drone will see you. If the drone now detects whatever is in the area, the drone, all the picture is taken, is sending it back to the command center. Feeding back to the command center. If there is a need for mobilizing workforce, in 15 minutes, there is no part of this country an Alpha jet cannot come back in 15 minutes. There's no part in this country that an Alpha jet cannot cover in 15 minutes. All from the command center. So, the matter of security is in high level. That's number one. And then the true security of this land is based on the informants in the village. We would recruit informants in the village who will be giving us information with the help of their phone about who move in and who move out and how they are moving. Because all these people are needs, they are not coming from heaven, no. They are living among us. Yes. They are living among us. So if we have a good security architecture that can give us intelligence, they cannot overpower us. That's the part of security. The one you talked about is on data management. That is even the area we want to partner with you on. Our platform can help you manage this data of these 21 million cooperatives so that it can be digitized. Because this is your office. I don't want this man to hear what I want to say. Because in that regard, it is not a judge of the house. It's all right. It's not in that regard. Moving you to become under CBA is not good for us. It's not good. I will discuss with one of I don't want to move you under CBA. It's not good. Because I don't know about people in CBA now. The ones I met there before, they don't understand development. They don't. In fact, they are anti-development. Because some of their policies they are promoting is not everything they copy from where they go. No! You don't go this stupid school, go read nonsense, finish. They will just copy and paste and think that they work in Nigeria. Not before they work. When these policies come, do local package. Don't just copy everything from Grameen Bank and from World Bank and from IFC and don't believe that you work in Nigeria. No! Because some technologies were here before you went to that school. My grandmother once asked my nephew, said, what does he did for school? He said, our business admin. Don't look at it. So what do you want to do for this village before you go to school? Now we go to that one. You go university, go to business admin. Why you not come and look at you? Because some of the things we go and read in school, it's not good for us. So we need to look at it sometimes. Local knowledge is also beneficial. This is office, Baba. It's a combination of 3 national offices. CAC is here. CBA is here. Securities and Exchange Commission is here. All of them complete for this office.
don't take us to CBN, not the war. Let us stay as we are and begin to grow our own. Later on, we can begin to think of how to go because the policy does not understand rural development. The Bretton Woods and IFC is what they are doing in that house. Here, we can do rural development, our own version. World Bank can come and study what we have done after we have done it. That's my point. Thank you very much. So we can partner with you to digitize your content. That's what I'm trying to say, sir. So that all you need is a laptop and a phone. You can know all cooperatives in Nigeria, where they are, their membership, and everything, and all digitized. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry, sir. Yes, thank you very much. You are all welcome. I'm waiting now for cooperative education division. I'm actually interested in 2 areas: the communication and information you mentioned. Then the other man talked about sensitization, which is another key factor. Now, in collaborating with the Department of Cooperative, the collaboration aspect, Mr. President talked about data. We already have what we call cooperative data analysis system, which is the CODAS in existence. Now, with your support, if this collaboration, by the grace of God, come to actualization, I think it will be a better way to run the cooperative system digitally. Now, you say the phone you're having can transmit information nationwide. How do we educate those cooperative societies and the rural communities based on training them in terms of this? Because even if you want to bring the cooperative societies into this thing, our position, like my director explained, is the national body. While the state directors, though we have our channel of communication, meaning we have to also bring them on board. So that is the area.
Let me just cut it in a very short time.
Yes, sir.
Today the world has come together by the use of technology. There is no distance anymore in this world. That is why we have a platform that is reaching out to 774 local governments of this nation. And as we are standing talking here, it's live in those 774 local governments right now. And we can bring them here now, they can start making contribution. If I enable support now or give us idea, now people that are watching us all over the world, they begin to give us support, give us idea that this is what they want. We could get to a section where we discuss it. As we are reaching out to other states, when the meeting is set and information is disseminated to the people through our channels, and every cooperative in the state, in the local government, we already have the regional, we have the zonal, we have the state and the local government, and including senior citizens, which are the senior retirees and others. They're already aware of this platform. All we need to do is to pass information so that this is the meeting is coming up from the headquarters in Abuja. And they expect every other person to be connected to that channel as it is right now. People are waiting for us to enable life now to begin to contribute right now. Then, if we want to speak to Kano, the state headquarters in Kano, we bring him live now here. He begins to talk to us, the people are watching. Once we do it once, we do it again for the second time, it becomes a program national. So we have everything already prepared, because what we used to know is that when we come to the government, we come to ask for money. And now this government...
We are coming to give. We are coming to give now.
This government has no money to give to anybody except you have initiative. I met with a lot of people. Actually, I was with the son of the president last night. And he said, all that you have told me, the most important thing and the interesting thing is that you don't need money. He said, that is the most important thing.
You have not come to them.
No, okay, now for example, you are calling for this training. For anybody to be trained for sensitization, there is a tax attached to it, even if it is 1 kobo. Let it go around, The director entertain people who are drinking water here. You need to have meetings, flight, your staffs are traveling. You don't need to put that in your pocket. If you don't design a program that can hold himself, you are not doing anything in this country right now. So we need to look for a sustainable development. That's why we have input that we're coming now. If we're going to Sokoto to train people, first of all, we say we need 5,000 youth to be trained into telecom operation and maintenance, cyber security, which is what the world is driving to. The training is SYZ, but this office has subsidized it to SYZ. We have the equipment already. We need the government partnership with us. As we go there, we generate money. That money is to help us build this understanding. So the synergy has to tie out in such a way that whatever we're doing, the director here and the people working together don't need to wait for anybody to raise money for them. It's already available. You understand clearly? We have the capacity. He's just talking about the back-end system. See how, because you can't have these people without money flowing to them. And let me tell you another worst section that is happening, the market men and women. The cooperative today are the closest organization towards the market women. So, but if you go to the market, what's happening there is problems. People can announce cooperative, the women will register with them, at the end of the day, they don't give them money. So when you try to build an organization like this with whole heart, you find it difficult to try, but you need money. So with the backing of the money, we can give them something, not only whether they cannot run from us because of that BTN and everything. That's why the financial inclusion comes to work with us. So we will invest into the system, and then we can demand granting from the government. The government say, I want farming. Tinubu will not go to farm. My boss, SGF, will not go to farm. It's me and you that will drive the people to go to farm. Now the question is this, sir. How can you send your son after being a graduate of chemical engineering or telecommunication and you want him to pick a bowl and go to the farm? It's impossible. They will tell you that they have gone to school. But when it becomes remotely, you run to Yahoo and go to farm. Yes. When it becomes remotely, it's okay. I need to have 10,000 naira. 10,000 can give me maybe 1 hectare of cassava. I don't need to go to the farm. I need to get the land, get it cleared. But there's somebody who should be there to take the ownership, to allow the young men to go into cooperative, go into farming. This is where you have to enforce it. And this is where we need the government into, so that when the message is going out, the government knows, this is my message. I have the blueprint of the president. And whatever we're discussing here is in the interest of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because we're not planning coup. We're planning to remove people from poverty and prepare a landing for our senior citizens. If you are going to Brekete family, you will be. So go and take a look one day if they have the money, drive around the place and see how senior citizens are sitting on the ground here, waiting for the ordinary American to call the different head of session. In that way, it will not be. Rather, in these sections, we now derive our anti-force who will be an anti-tendency to these people and then work for them to put them out. So every platform we need is in-house. It's just for us to say, okay, I hereby assign this partnership and what is the mission, the goal. Then we go to the public domain and drive the other people who have no cooperative to come and register their cooperative. Because it's the closest body to the people. The distance between the government and the people is too much. We cannot make it in one day, but with the grassroots formation, using this cooperative and targeting other NGOs, it will work for us. And I can assure you with the digitalization that will happen in this office, that you have a screen here called Intermapper. Everything that happens in your 36 states, you are looking at it. We don't need any national coverage, we already have it. What's happening in Sokoto? We call the head of the cooperative in Sokoto. Why did they eat up all these people? Who are the Fulani people there? There should be somebody to speak out for them. So, sir, we have a job to do. And we youth are coming because what we have gone to school, we have learned something. I read mobile and standard communication. I work for Global for 10 years. And I choose not to use my hand again, but to monetize my ideas and knowledge and give it to the younger ones, engage them. I was in South Africa with the owner of MTN and I said, why is MTN not employing people in Nigeria? They said they can't employ them because they are not knowledgeable in the field. What does it mean? Do you need certificate to service generator? Now, if you look at the telecom sector, they hear about people dominate the place because they got the money from time. They begin to train their people how to service generators, how to change the fuel part, how to do maintenance. Now, a Yoruba man is in Abuja is driving 3 hours to go to Kaduna to bring up the site. Where we have a Kaduna indigene there? So I'm paying 400,000 per month salary here, and I train this person in Kaduna. I can pay that money to 4 persons who are creating job. The most important thing we want to create wealth. So as we go, we keep attracting people. Your cooperative is standard, that I know, and I don't believe in anything other than cooperative because what we need is in the hand of the people. Even the government needs us. By the time you are able to put this cooperative together, your office becomes the point of consultation because you own the people. Exactly. You are the one representing with them. When the senators come, you collect their money, give to your farmers. When the ministers come, collect their money, give to your farmers. When the time comes for to support them, we say, who has been with us? We make a decision. It becomes easy to sensitize the people and work more with us. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. So thank you so much. I think the over to Idea Lab will convene out this meeting. Maybe to round up what do you want to say as for all the discussions.
All right, thank you, sir. I think the discussions here, they already said the Idea Lab is to harness ideas together because work with the government in Nigeria for the purpose of like this particular vision that we're sitting here to leave 50 million Nigerians out of poverty. So whatever ideas we can harness together, I think this is in-house. We're looking forward to building from in-house. We're going to build a larger, robust team, both in Nigeria and out of Nigeria. Meaning that with what we're going to do here, the vision of this present government to attract foreign direct investments is achievable because, like the last speaker spoke, the cooperative is a formidable structure that the foreign direct investors are going to trust. So this office is going to avail of that platform so that we'll have a direct collaboration. And then, by 2024, we could achieve that mandate before 2027. And I know that with the approval, so much can be done. Though what was done here mainly is more like creating a landing page. Because we were also in the National Assembly, we see that other ministries honored our invitation. And so we'll continue our consultation from now till January, and then we will reconvene a larger meeting in the National Assembly that we're looking at. Because the vision we have in the National Assembly is that one, the National Assembly has what is called appropriation power, because government has to spend money as well through budgetary provisions. And the National Assembly also has, through the senators and House of Reps, they have constituencies where they would want empowerment programs to reach them. And politically, they are going to score points if they are able to take empowerment programs to their people. So we saw that as a viable tool for us to utilize. And you can see that there's cooperation. So we'll still look at that channel. And here is a department, because there is a ministry that this department is under, which we know that working with the department here, the entire ministry will also embrace what we are doing. And then the whole country will see this as a viable tool. So together, we'll use technology and we'll be in the field. And then with our investor here and other investors coming on board, because some of the ideas he's sharing, of course, I'm meeting him for the first time. He came through Able Partner here. I think these are novel and out-of-the-box strategies, and these are more practical than theoretical. So by the time we implement it, I'm sure that so much can be done. So sir, I think it's over to you. You've heard it well, and I believe that there's a way of documenting. We can document this and start without delay, because you can see right now, so many Nigerians are suffering. The subsidy removal, and then other things that are making life difficult for Nigerians. So most people are crying. They need intervention as fast as it can come. But one of the issues there is that as a private citizen, if you approach people, even like right now, we have dimensions that I mentioned from the federal government to drive them. When you go for sensitization, it's hardly for people to believe you that you don't want to tell them that you want to give them money. So most often, even before the idea that came from, when they gave us platforms from government, and I was using my own company to drive it, anytime that I want to go for sensitization, I will always invite key government offices. So, this ministry or department, we are going somewhere, please accompany us. So that by the time we speak, you are speaking, the people will believe us more. And I think we got very huge results. So now at this level where government has given us official platform to work, this department also is viable for us to work. And it's the most key department. That's why you saw that after everybody came, we say, we will not leave people to go like that. So this is why we're here today. So thank you, sir, for accommodating us, and we believe that it's just over to you to say approved. And God bless our lives. Thank you.
So, as I said earlier, a lot has been said, and I think the discussions have been somewhat successful. So, it's a two-way now. The partners are here, and more are coming. The cooperatives also are there, waiting. So, what is in between is for the partners to approach us and come with the concept of collaboration or partnership with this cooperative so that we can now facilitate how it can work. This is what I can say. So we are waiting for you people at your lab. Maybe you lead, you facilitate, or you play the intermediary role between the partners and the cooperatives through us, so that we can now meet at the meeting point to see how we can kickstart the concept for a good result of Nigeria as a whole, not only the cooperative people. So this is what I can say, and we are waiting. And also in addition, this conference room is available for you for any meeting, either maybe large-scale meeting or a subcommittee meeting, whatever. We are ready to allow it free for you people to use. We are working together to achieve the same goal. All partners in progress. So I think in the absence of any other thing, I can say
okay. Another in the midst. I would like you to end before and say what I would like to say.
Okay, sorry, sir.
A very huge comment of appreciation to the way you have received us, and in anticipation of what we hope to drop in our proposal, we have given us this place. What an open mind for you to receive people that you are prepared to collaborate with. We can see that on your faces, the faces of your staff, even the walls here can bear witness to the fact that people are ready to collaborate with us, so that we can drive this policy of the federal government through to people. And with immediate effects, when we are living here, we are doing a little of proposal to that effect. So, thank you so very much.
Thank you. Okay. I'm also advised that maybe the proposal should be addressed to the minister, then attention come to us, maybe it's a directive that okay, treat or deal, so that it can go through the administrative channel. Okay? Yes. Thank you, sir. It's all right. Thank you. Then also, Sorry, we only offer water, but next time there will be a lunch pack. It will be a buffet lunch. Recruiting tea break. Yes. So we hope to meet again, and also pray that what we have discussed will be more beneficial to us, to Nigeria as a whole. God help us.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yes.